Hi, welcome to my video, and if it's your first time here, then welcome to my channel. My name is Aneela and I post videos every Monday and Thursday. Today's video is a recipe video and it's for Methi Dal. I'm gonna take you over the steps for preparing your dal and then for applying a delicious tadka or a tempering made with fragrant spices and fenugreek. It's a great recipe for beginners or if you just want to try something a little different with your dal. Let's get started. For this recipe, I am using chana dal. It is one of my favorite dals because I love the texture of it when it's cooked. And this dal has been soaked for 30 minutes. I suggest you do the same because it really helps to cut down on the cooking time as well as with the body's absorption of protein. So to your pressure cooker, you are going to add a cup of dal as well as 3.5 times the amount of water. And I'm using water that's been recently boiled from my kettle. To this, I'm also going to add a teaspoon of turmeric powder and a little bit of salt. Then I'm going to set this over high heat on my stove and allow it to cook for 3 whistles. Then moving right along to the tadka, add about 2 tablespoons of oil into a karai, and when that's hot, add a teaspoon of mustard seeds, some whole cumin, 2 whole dried red chilies, 3 or 4 curry leaves, either dry or fresh, and then some hing. Hing is also known as asafoetida, and I'm using compounded hing, which is very powerful. I'm going to just give it a bit of a crush with my mortar and pestle before adding that as well. All you need is a little pinch because a little goes a long way. And as these spices start to sizzle, you want to make sure to move them around in your karai. A karai is just the Hindi word for wok, I suppose, or any vessel that will do the job really. And then to this you want to add some finely chopped garlic, about 3 or 4 cloves, and keep that garlic moving as well because you don't want it to burn. When it looks like it's just about to burn and the edges are getting a little brown, then go ahead and add in 1 finely chopped onion and combine that with the garlic and the spices. I want to say here that you can use any dal of your choice for this recipe, but stay clear of dals that still have their chilka. The chilka is the peel or the outer covering. Alright, back to our tadka. When the onions have cooked through a little bit, add a roughly chopped tomato and combine that with the onion and spices. At this point, you can also add a little bit of salt if you'd like, but we are going to add salt as we go, so don't add too much at this point. And once this has cooked through a little bit more, it's time to add some additional haldi, that's the turmeric powder, as well as some lal mirch ka powder, which is the red chili powder. Give it a good mix and allow it to continue cooking. And we're getting to that point where it's time to add the methi. I am using frozen methi, but if you use fresh methi, which I encourage you to do, then I'm sure this will be even more delicious. In Canada, it's a little difficult to come by good quality fresh methi, so when I find it in the market, I usually have to freeze it myself or sometimes purchase the frozen methi, but whatever you have on hand will be absolutely fine. So add the methi, combine it with the onions and tomatoes, and allow this to keep cooking until either the fresh methi has wilted or until some of the moisture from the frozen methi has evaporated. Hopefully by now your dal is fully cooked and it's time to add your dal to the tadka. I know that preparing dal in a pressure cooker can seem a little tricky, even a bit intimidating. So I've linked a video for you called How to Make a Simple Dal in Your Pressure Cooker. It's in the cards and I will leave a link in the description below as well. Coming back to the dal, which is no longer in your pressure cooker, hopefully it is in the karai being combined with the tadka. Just make sure that everything is nicely incorporated, really well mixed together, and at this point you can allow it to continue cooking on sim, on the lowest heat possible, maybe just for another 5 minutes while you adjust the salt. And that is it. There is no need to garnish this with dhania. I know it seems that in Indian cuisine all we do is add coriander for garnish, but I urge you not to do that with this dal. The flavor of methi is really the signature flavor of this dish. You don't need coriander to compete with that. And this dal is perfect on rice or with roti and sabzi, anything at all. I chose to serve this on top of brown rice, and I served it with stuffed baby eggplant. That recipe is already on my channel and I'll link it for you, as well as some sprouted salad. And if you are interested in learning how to sprout moong dal, then I also have a video for that as well, so that is also linked for you in the cards. So all the recipes that you're seeing at the end of this video, they're all on my channel. You can find them very easily. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. I hope you found it instructive, and I hope you liked this video, so give it a thumbs up. And if you did, then subscribe to my channel because I post videos every Monday and Thursday. Okay, I will see you very soon in the next one. Bye-bye. And if you are still watching, then I'm going to ask you to subscribe because the continuation of our Lake Louise adventures comes out on Thursday, and we go dog sledding, and it's so incredible. So you don't want to miss that. Make sure and subscribe. Okay, bye-bye.